Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm Adam Harry from Bell Lost Souls with
Steven from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And we're back with another Tabletop Spotlight, and this time we got the Legend of Korra Pro Bending Arena. I'm super excited about this one.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah, these are done in partnership with Nickelodeon and IDW.
Mm-hmm.
We got to look at these, like a teaser at them at Gen Con 50.
Okay.
And so
yeah.
we only got to see the sculpt, so I'm really excited to see what all's in the box and everything.
I was super impressed with this.
Yeah. Can you give us a quick rundown of kind of what it is?
For sure. So I've got two boxes here. This is the base game, just the Pro Bending Arena. It is a deck builder. It is a miniatures combat game that feels almost like a Blood Bowl-ish kind of like sports themed thing.
Okay.
Really good. And then the Amon's Invasion box is an expansion that adds a co-op mode with an AI controlled team that you then have to fight against.
Okay. Wow.
It's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. I'm pretty excited about this one again, just because we got that teaser. So I'm excited to see the final product here finally out. So
let's crack in.
Let's do it. All right, Steven, we've got a board set up here, and it looks like we got it set up for a game. Is that right?
We do.
Cool. So walk me through. What are we looking at here?
So in Legend of Korra Pro Bending Arena, for those of you unfamiliar with the show, pro bending is a sport that kind of feels like a martial arts thing and also dodgeball.
Okay.
It's kind of great.
That sounds cool. Yeah.
On each team, you will have a waterbender, an earthbender, and a firebender.
And that's denoted by the discs on the bottom. These are actually removable, right? So
yes.
Pop out. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And there's variant rules for mixing and matching teams.
Okay.
So that's why they have the removable discs.
Gotcha.
But with the base, everyone starts with one of each. You will get a deck of cards for each character. This will represent both the actions that you can unlock later, as well as kind of a round counter. If any deck runs out of cards, then you have to start rolling the die, and the game could get called immediately if the referee decides it with the yellow flag.
The fans.
So there's almost a strategy of like paying attention to how your opponent is progressing their decks, and if they end up like forcing the round, then you have to be playing accordingly.
Cool. And real fast too, the box set comes with two teams, right?
Yes.
So we've got the Fire Ferrets on your side of the table there, and we've got the Wolf Bats. And I just want to show off what this looks like real quick.
For sure, yeah. It doubles as your player board, so you've got your different characters and spots for each of their character decks.
Yep.
The Chi Tracker, which is your power or your resource that you spend every turn to take specialized actions or to purchase cards to your player deck. And then a tooltip for the special team ability that some of your cards will activate.
Okay, so this one has Daze. The Fire Ferrets have Counterbend, correct?
Daze is more of like a stun effect that limits my actions, and Counterbend is a special ability that lets me take the attacks that you've applied to me and send them back at you.
Gotcha. And then we've also got a quick little reference here, and we'll go through this in a moment. So, walk me through what else. What do we got here?
So on any given turn, you will draw 3 cards from your starting deck.
Okay.
Which you will be adding to from your player deck over time. These cards will represent both what character is being activated by that card, and then read top to bottom the actions that character will take. So if I take Ballin's 1-2 punch here,
then you've got
a block ability. So if you had, say, like tried to attack Ballin, he'd be able to negate one of the elements that you've thrown at him.
Okay.
For 1 token. Then you will be able to do the 1-2 punch. How about that? So at range 1, assign 1 element token. Ballin being the Earthbender, we'll just assign 2 Earthbender tokens, 1 square away.
Okay.
You can go diagonal on the adjacencies.
Okay, and real fast, that's kind of how the board is divvied up, right? Like each section is a square.
Yes.
Essentially.
So the objective of the game is to either eliminate all of your opponent's players by knocking them off the back edge, or by if a round gets called by the referee for a couple of different reasons, your team has the advantage, whether it's like you've pressed your opponent into a corner and you have more board position, or if you have one character in a dominant position. There's a couple different ways for how a game is called if that happens. But general rule of thumb, knock your opponents off the board.
Push them off. Gotcha.
So yeah, I've assigned like 2 elements there. Korra's abilities here, we've got movement action, so I could either move Korra 1 space, or if someone had inflicted a hold with a different element, some of the elements have abilities to lock you down, you can shift away that token. And then you'd be able to move if you have other movement actions.
And this is a range 1/2 attack, I take it?
Yes, so Korra would then assign 2 tokens at range 1, so then I could double up here.
Oh, wow.
And then you'd have to either get out of the way or find some way to negate those. Because that's one thing that's really cool is if you see my players have assigned a bunch of damage onto your Earthbender, one of your guys, I'm not going to pull a card here, but as an example, you could actually annihilate my elements by attacking adjacently here. So your attacks could actually negate out my attacks.
Okay, so like they would just cancel out completely?
Yes, exactly. They would cancel each other out on a one-to-one basis.
Is there a rock, paper, scissors with this, or is it...
There isn't, which thematically works out.
Yeah. So fire can destroy earth, water can destroy fire, but everybody can fight it.
Okay. Anything could counteract any other thing.
Okay, cool.
So there's not really like a concern as far as like element typing.
Okay, cool. That's good to know.
Some of the cards do say, like, if you're next to your Earthbender, then you can do, like, a super cool, like, combo attack or stuff like that.
Gotcha.
So there's ways that you can still have, like, element matters, but it's not as key.
Okay.
Which is also good, because that way you're not hosed if, like, oh, they took out my Firebender, I guess I just lose to their Earthbender now.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's good to know. So the element things aren't completely going to screw you over. But this is just like a standard deck, right? For the starter deck, but you can customize these, right?
Yes. So out of the gate, you'll notice in the top right is the cost, and these basic cards have like a slight gray bordering on them.
Okay.
Those are the starting cards that you get. But as you go through rounds, you'll have these flip over, which you can then purchase for the cost using chi, and they'll be added to your deck. So it is a kind of a deck builder.
Okay.
Which is cool, because you're drawing 3 cards every turn, you're playing them, and then you're doing the actions, or you can discard cards for extra chi that turn.
Oh. That's neat.
But yeah, and then certain cards have, like you were showing, there was a golden bordered card. Every character has a signature move, which is like very powerful. Like this does like multiple stun effects. But then also you'll notice this yellow fan here. This card is so powerful that it's not legal in an actual pro bending scene. So you would then have to roll a die, and if you get the fan, that's like a yellow card. Like if you're doing soccer here. Okay. And if your character gets 2 yellow cards, they're removed from the game.
Whoops.
So you have to be careful about that.
Worth it.
Cool. Damage is handled pretty carefully. You'll notice on the back of that reference sheet, there's quick terms,
key terms there,
and then there is also a turn order. Where you just check damage going backwards. Like if this guy has any amount of damage assigned, he will just get pushed back if your actions were unable to move him out of the way or otherwise protect him.
Okay.
So like it's a pretty straightforward system once you get the hand on it.
Yeah.
I really like it. I'm very surprised with like how much depth they put into this. It feels like a real miniatures combat game.
Cool. Well, that was the Legend of Korra Pro Bending Arena.
Yep.
I think I might be in.
It's pretty
sure. Yeah.
I think it's definitely a must-own if you're a fan of the series.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you're not, there's a lot to like here.
Yeah. The gameplay, for one.
It's way more than you'd expect, which is great.
It's good stuff all around. The models look really good. The board quality's all good. It's from IDW, so you know quality components are going to be up there as well.
Sure.
And then, of course, Amon's Invasion, adding that whole PvP, or the co-op.
Yeah, the co-op
version
element is, again, just more icing on a really thick cake.
Yeah.
It's really cool how much they packed into this.
I like it.
But let's talk numbers.
Yeah, let's crunch those numbers. What are the price points on these? What are we looking at?
You are looking at $50 for the base game.
Okay.
$30 for the co-op expansion.
Okay, and then number of players on this game, I believe
it is 2 players.
2 player.
And then 2 players.
2 players, but it's co-op.
You could do it as like a 1-player thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then runtime on these are both about 30 to 50 minutes, 45 minutes?
For sure. I think you're looking at like an hour and change for the first time just because learning the rules.
Sure.
But like, once you know it, 30 to 45, super easy.
Yeah, once you get into it, you're good to go. And then it is recommended 14 and up for both of these. So
for sure.
And these are out right now, right?
Indeed.
So just to clarify too, it was a Kickstarter.
It was a Kickstarter. They are available now. So
through retailers.
Yes.
And through distributors. So they should be in stores, hopefully in your area. But we got them. So haha. Anyway, I'm Adam Harry from from Bell Lost Souls.
Steven from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Click to subscribe. Support us on Patreon. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.